Welcome back to Electrified Reviews, you ninnies. Today we're going to be talking about the Macfox M20X. For those of you new to the channel, that is not my real accent. I just have a real tough time saying Macfox without putting an Irish accent on it. So that's just a fun little thing we did for the intro. Fun little things aside, let's talk about the M20X. A blend of reliability and affordability in the realm of e-bikes. Perfect for city riders and explorers, the M20X promises a mix of power, range, and style. With a variety of features set at an attractive price point, it seems poised to make a mark in the dense e-bike market. And let's dive into its offerings and see if it delivers on those promises. The key features here include a 500-watt motor, a 48-volt battery, a top speed of 20 miles per hour, 6-speed transmission system, 65-pound total weight, frames built out of robust steel, front-only suspension with a rigid rear. I've been told that before. Mechanical disc brakes on both wheels, 20 by 4-inch CST tires, and an LCD showcasing speed, mileage, and power. At first glance, the M20X sports a robust and durable design with a steel frame, sizable CST tires, indicating a readiness for diverse terrains. You can read that as off-road. Its compact LCD screen emphasizes functionality while maintaining a minimalist aesthetic. The 500-watt brushless motor, capable of peaking at 750 watts, guarantees a dynamic ride. Paired with the 65 Nm of torque, tackling uphill routes becomes an option. While it's not the best hill climber we've tested this year, it didn't do too bad. The integrated high-performing lithium battery sets the rider free with its 25-plus mile range, ensuring one can indulge in extended city adventures without fretting over battery life. Now, riding conditions and all that jazz may affect total distance, but 25 miles isn't a bad guess on the range based on our riding. The M20X features 6 speeds, which ensures a smooth and adaptable ride, and the disc brakes are mechanical, so not really a positive, but they worked well here. And the bike only goes 20 miles per hour, so I'm not going to harp on it too much, but if it did go faster than that, we would want to see hydraulic brakes, for sure. The steel frame, along with the front-only suspension, aims to balance durability and comfort, and the seat height seems ideal for average to tall riders, while the suspension helps smooth out the rides, especially in conjunction with those fat tires. The lightweight LCD not only saves energy, but it also provides crucial ride metrics at a glance. Some people like the color, some people like big numbers, but I don't really care about all that stuff, so could be a con for some, not really for me. The thick 20 by 4-inch CST tires designed for various terrains provide excellent grip and stability. As you guys know, we get a lot of fat tire e-bikes, and CST is kind of a staple in there, so pretty big fan of the tires. For lights, we've got integrated headlights and tail lights, so nighttime city explorations become safer. Now, what could be improved here? The weight is 65 pounds, and some riders might find that a tad heavy, especially when it comes to portability and storage. The other thing that could be improved is adding some rear suspension. While the front-only suspension is good, a dual suspension system would greatly enhance ride comfort across bumpier terrains. Now, Macfox does offer a full suspension model, so if you like their vibe and price point, you can check out their X2 model, which is their full suspension compact model. So what's the final verdict here? The Macfox M20X is priced at a modest $1,000, emerges as a strong contender for city dwellers and urban explorers. Its features, coupled with its powerful-ish motor and expansive range, make it a worthwhile investment for those entering the e-bike world. Considering its offerings against its price tag, the M20X could be a popular choice among e-bike enthusiasts. Alright guys, we're out here for the ride test on the Macfox from eRideFox. Now, it's probably pronounced Macfox, but I've been called the Macfox. You know, put a little bit of a, I don't know, Scottish accent on it. That's a little bit more fun. So one of the things right at the gate, and it is something you can switch, I haven't done it yet, is the throttle doesn't work from a standstill. So a little bit of a safety feature. So we'll go ahead and start pedaling. As soon as you start pedaling, then we can use the throttle and we can start scooting around. Now, the throttle here is not set to go very fast right at the gate. As you can tell, I'm being passed by a traditional cyclist there. But if you throw in pedal assist mode, you can go up to that 20 mile per hour top speed, like so. Now, there's a bit of a delay when you start pedaling, but once you start pedaling, then the motor kicks in and it'll take you up there. I am getting a little bit of, I don't know, it almost sounds like feels like the motor's changing gears a little bit. A little bit of a sputter there. But so far, she's just been cruising along. So throttle only, we're going about 16 miles per hour. And then if we go pedal only, we'll stay at 16.
or we'll go a little bit faster. Right now she's just kind of staying at 16. Now, one of the things about this saddle is it's a little bit wide. So when you do pedal, you do kind of push the bike side to side, which isn't necessarily super efficient. So this isn't a bike where you don't want to do a lot of pedaling on it for sure. But you know, if you want to cruise around at a nice little pace like this, then the throttle is good for that. Now let's talk about the brakes. We do have mechanical brakes here instead of hydraulic brakes, which, you know, for us, it's something that we'd love to see as an upgrade. And pretty much on any bike, right? Somebody sends us a bike that's got mechanical brakes on it, we're gonna look at them and say, oh, wish they were hydraulic. You know, 10 times out of 10, probably, unless there's a really good reason why not. And I haven't heard one yet. So if you've heard a good, you know, a good reason to keep mechanical brakes on, let me know down in the comments below. Let's go ahead and give these mechanical brakes a test in 3, 2, 1. Can easily lock out the tires. And that was only like 10 feet or so. You know, we're going 16, 17 miles an hour. Not having the power at the throttle, which, like I said, I'm pretty sure something you can change in here, is a little, it's just something I got to get used to. But you can pop in there, you know, you go into the position menu and swap that around. Now, as far as maneuverability goes, because we've got those 20-inch tires, this thing is like really pretty nimble. So if you were, you know, you had to be kind of weaving in and out of things, you could easily do that on this bike. We had some cones in here, just be whoa, whoa, whoa. So that is, yeah, that is that. If you were interested in the maneuverability. Now, I'm a big fan of the BMX handlebars. So I like the fact that it comes with BMX handlebars. I like the look, I like the style. I think that probably does add a little bit to the maneuverability. Let's get around this corner here. Now, as far as the seat goes, I'm kind of up, you know, pretty close to it. But if I wanted to, say, scoot back, I can scoot back quite a way so I was a little bit taller. You know, if I was a baller, you know, if I had a pole and a collar and, you know, all that good stuff, then yeah, I mean, I could scoot back a little bit, not too much, but there is a little bit of room back there to do some maneuvering. Now, for a bike that looks like this, and that might just be sort of my first impression, is it looks like it would go faster, right? You see a bike like this, you think Super 73, Zoos, but this one is, yeah, just a nice, easy cruiser. And there also might be settings that we could pop into as well and adjust to make it a little bit more torquey off the line. Again, get some power from the throttle off the line. Maybe increase the responsiveness time. But yeah, if you had this, say, you know, your second house or something, and you just kind of need something to cruise around, head on down to the store, you know, pick up something, this is something that would do pretty well in that scenario. I don't see this being something that's going to be, you know, used for long distance commutes, obviously, because it is lower speed. Then you're not going to be able to keep up with traffic. So if you're looking for a 28 mile per hour-ish commuter, it wouldn't really fit that budget. But for something that's just nice and easy, you know, it's accessible for people to get on and off. Go ahead and stop real quick. So when you look at it, it's, yeah, it's just kind of a machine. So anybody could pop on it. If you wanted to throw another person on the back, you could do that as well. And maybe, you know, the bigger person goes to the back, smaller person on the front. However that works out. But yeah, I guess my first impression was I was expecting something, this was just going to be like a mini dirt bike, just be ripping through things, and it's not. It's pretty docile, and yeah, that's kind of that. Go ahead and use that front suspension, take it off the curb here real quick. I'll handle the curb all right. I handled that curb all right. Yeah, it is nice getting some larger suspension. You know, we've seen some bikes that are similar to this, and they've got, you know, 40 millimeters of suspension, which you know, it's kind of like, why bother at 40? But this one has more than that, and yeah, it feels pretty good to spring down and, you know, pop over the curb like that. So excellent addition in my opinion. As far as the grips go, there isn't a locking point on here, but they barely move. And so this isn't something where we're going super fast or doing anything super crazy. So really not a huge deal. You know, obviously if I was gonna keep this long term, I'd put a thumb throttle on there. And I don't wanna start a war in the comments, but you know how I feel about thumb throttle. Just my personal preference, guys. Just my personal preference. And then of course, for the grips, we put a locking mechanism on there and we'd be good to go. And then, you know, maybe we just get a couple thousand watt hub kits thrown up front, thrown in the back. Just got a little runt here. We can just roll around with. Off-road, of course, off-road only. All right, let's see, let's hit another curve here maybe. Nope. Gotta look out for them cars, people. Be safe out there. Wear your helmets, stop at stop signs. This has been Electrified Reviews. Safety, PSA. What a pleasant ride. Now from a timeline perspective, I don't know when this one's coming out versus, you know, versus other reviews. Just kind of depends on how they land in the editing queue, but I just got done earlier today doing the ride test for the TX19 from Hetta TX. And so that one is more geared towards being a mountain bike. You can hit the top speed, you know, with the thumb throttle on there. And it's just, it's a much different change of pace going from that where I'm on the trails and I'm, you know, hitting the bank here, a little jump here, nothing crazy. Okay, I don't want all these, you know, MTB fans going like, yeah, it was nothing, you're garbage. And they still might say that, but I think if I'm open about the fact that I know it's garbage, then yeah, then they don't have anything to complain about. But it's a much different ride experience than this, where you just kind of pop on and you're just cruising around. Now the fat tires do a good job of, you know, we've gone on a couple different types of terrain, so it has been pretty dope as far as that goes. And we are back to civilization. Full stop, full go. Ugh, the throttle gets me every time. That'll be the first thing I update when I get home. Well guys, I think that is gonna do it for our review of the Macfox from E-Ride Fox. If you guys wanna know more about them, we'll have a link to them down below. Feel free to check out our website, Electric Bike Review. No, not Electric Bike Review, that's some other thing. electrifiedreviews.com. Use our compare tool, see how this bike stacks up against the competition, and we'll catch you on the next one.